Have you ever looked up at the vastness of the sky and wondered how much bigger we are? In the universe and in the face of life's many adversities, sometimes we feel overwhelmed. Amidst the incessant whirlwind of life, where the shadows of uncertainty often try to obscure our vision, and the noise of the world seeks to drown out the voice of hope, there exists a place of unshakable serenity, a secret sanctuary accessible to all who seek it with faith. It is not a physical location defined by walls or geographical boundaries, but a state of mind, a deep connection with the source of all strength and protection. We speak of the one who dwells in the secret place of the Most High, the one who finds rest and security in the shadow of the Almighty. Imagine for a moment this constant presence, an invisible yet impenetrable shield that surrounds us. Saying to the Lord, "You are my refuge, and my fortress, my God in whom I trust," are not just words repeated in the wind. They are a declaration of dependence, an act of surrender that activates a divine promise of deliverance and care. It is recognizing that however great our own abilities may be, or however robust our earthly defenses may seem, our true security lies in Him, the one who created the heavens and the earth and sustains all things with His powerful word. Let us consider the subtle traps that life presents to us daily. Not just the obvious physical dangers, but the emotional snares, the temptations that seek to divert us from the path, the poisonous words disguised as advice, the circumstances that seem to conspire to bring us down. The psalmist assures us that He will deliver us from the snare of the fowler, from that net cunningly prepared to trap us when we least expect it. Whether it's a deceptive proposal that promises easy gains but hides ruin, a toxic relationship that drains our energy and peace, or even the negative thought patterns that self-sabotage us, the promise is of liberation. And not just from the snares, but also from the perilous pestilence, from those contagious influences, whether physical diseases that plague communities or the spiritual and moral plagues that corrupt the soul and destroy relationships. Trust in the Most High raises a barrier against these destructive forces, purifying the environment around us and strengthening our internal defenses. He covers us with His feathers, and under His wings we find safe refuge. What a powerful image! As a bird protects its young under its wings, warming them and defending them from predators and storms, so the Lord shelters us. His faithfulness, His unwavering truth is our shield and buckler, the complete armor that protects us on all sides. We need not fear the terror of night, those irrational fears that assault our minds in the quiet of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, representing the direct attacks, the sharp words, the unjust accusations, or the sudden losses that can strike us in broad daylight. Divine protection covers all hours, all circumstances, visible and invisible. This trust is not blind optimism, but a security grounded in the unchanging character of God, He who is our eternal rock and our faithful protector, always present, always vigilant, even when our eyes cannot perceive His hand, working behind the scenes of our existence, orchestrating deliverances and preparing safe paths amidst the apparent chaos of the world. It is an invitation to rest in this truth, to breathe deeply and feel the peace that surpasses all understanding, anchored in the certainty that we are kept in the safest place in the universe, under the wings of the Most High. And this protection extends beyond what the eyes can see or the rational mind can comprehend. We will not fear the pestilence that stalks in darkness, that silent anguish that can contaminate the spirit, the discouragement that stealthily infiltrates moments of vulnerability, nor the destruction that lays waste at noon, representing the sudden crises, the unexpected losses, the blows that come without warning in broad daylight when we feel most exposed. The divine promise is a shield against these calamities, visible and invisible. Even if chaos reigns around us, even if multitudes succumb to adversity, 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, as the psalmist describes. The security of the one who has made the Most High their dwelling place remains intact. This is not magical immunity from the pains of the world, but a spiritual and essential preservation. You will not be struck to your core. Your faith will not be destroyed. Your hope will not be annihilated. You will be able to observe with the eyes of spiritual understanding the natural consequences that befall those who choose paths distant from divine wisdom, not with a feeling of superiority, but with the clarity of one who recognizes the security in which they are sheltered. This sight is not for judgment, but to reinforce the conviction in the choice made, to trust in Him who is the source of all life and protection. The reason for this extraordinary security is stated unequivocally, because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place. Protection is not a random prize, but a direct consequence of a conscious choice, of a cultivated relationship, of a deliberate decision to establish one's spiritual residence in the heart of divine providence. It is an act of faith that triggers the promise, "No evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling." This transcends mere physical safety. It encompasses mental peace, emotional stability, spiritual integrity. The dwelling, or tent, symbolizes our most intimate space, our home, our family, our mind, our heart. It is the promise that the destructive forces raging in the outside world will not find permission to violate this inner sanctuary. And as if this wall of divine protection were not enough, He mobilizes heavenly resources on our behalf. For He shall give His angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. Imagine this reality. Celestial beings, powerful messengers, specifically commissioned to watch over us, to guide us, protect us, sustain us. In their hands they shall bear you up, lest you dash your foot against a stone. A metaphor for the unexpected obstacles, the difficulties that arise on our path, the small things that can cause us to fall if we are not attentive and supported. This angelic guard is not a fairy tale, but an expression of God's detailed and loving care for those who trust in Him. A guarantee that we are never truly alone or helpless on our earthly journey, however arduous it may seem. This feeling of being guarded, of having a safe haven, even when everything around seems to be falling apart. Does it have a name, a feeling, an image for you? If you feel comfortable, share here in the comments a single word that represents your personal safe haven amidst the storms of life. Perhaps peace, trust, light, love. What word resonates with your soul upon hearing about this divine protection? And let's create a mosaic of hope together with these words. And if this search for an inner refuge, for this strength that sustains us, is also part of your journey, and you wish to continue exploring these soul-strengthening truths with us, consider becoming part of our community. By joining us, you not only receive more content like this, but you also help us spread this message of hope and security to more hearts that need to hear it. Come walk with us on this journey of faith and discovery. And the promise of protection is not limited to passive defense. It transforms into an active empowerment to face and overcome the most fearsome adversities. You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the serpent, you shall trample underfoot. What a declaration of authority and victory. The lion, symbol of brute force, of power that roars and openly threatens, the cobra and the serpent representing hidden danger, venomous cunning, the treacherous attack that comes from where least expected. The promise is that, established in the Most High, we will receive the strength and wisdom necessary not only to resist these enemies,